stonemason gang. It is 5:45. We have a ton to do today. I am actually heading out to the farm right now to grab my trailer. I can't get tabs anywhere, which kind of sucks. It makes me nervous driving around a trailer without tabs because I just don't like getting pulled over. And I'm talking about the tabs that go on your license plate. I've gone to a couple DMVs and they just aren't open right now. So it's kind of been a struggle to get tabs. But yeah, so I have to go grab the trailer. I'm running to one of our Hopkins properties this morning. We have a very large cracked window, so we're gonna have to redo the window, which is fun. We also might have had a couple of roof leaks. We actually just had a record amount of rain here in Minnesota, so we had like 4 inches of rain last weekend, and we have a flat roof on that building, and we heard a rumor that the building next door had a lot of water come in, and we have not been to our building for a couple of days because, well, co-working spaces aren't really going strong right now because, well, social distancing and COVID-19. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna fix a window, we're gonna check to see if any of the offices are leaking, and fingers crossed that it didn't leak, because I don't really want to get up on that roof and look for a hole. It's always so hard to look for a hole up there, but I can tell you one thing. If that's the case, I will bring you up there and show you what we do. So I'll see you at the Hopkins building. Just made it to Hopkins. This is the window that we gotta replace. You guys see here, yeah, you see that window. Very broken. It's a huge window. You can see that it's cracked all the way through here. But that's what we're gonna have to get done, or that's what we're getting done today. It's gonna be quite a project. They finished the window. You guys can see that. It's pretty cool. So what they did is they actually cut all of this out, and you saw in the video that they used the suction cups to carry the window out. That window was about 200 pounds. So they suction cup, take it out, and then they put the new window back in, put the trim pieces around it to keep it in place, and then they just used a bunch of black caulk to fill all the gaps, and it looks pretty great. It's a big window. That's a really big window. So I'm really happy I did not take on that project because it probably would have ended in disaster. But luckily, it's done. Looks beautiful. The thing that I wanted to check was whether or not our offices leaked. And first we'll check this area. So you guys can actually see there was water damage across this, sorry, the light was in the way, across this area of the roof. We had to fix this several times. And that's one of the buckets from a leaky area. But luckily that bucket is not full. So that is a very good thing. We're gonna check out Office 1. Let's see if it's leaking. We've probably redone this ceiling 4 or 5 times. And the good news is it's not. It was not leaky. So that's good. Now we gotta just check the second one. That's leak number 1. And it doesn't smell good in here. Okay, so we got one leak, which is unfortunate. We know that there's a leak in the building next door but because there's a leak there, that means that we will probably have to go back up on the roof again. We probably do that. We probably get up on that roof like every month. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's because this whole roof is flat and it's an older building. Therefore, I mean, really, realistically, what we need to do is have the roof redone. But at the moment, things are kind of tight. So we will probably be waiting for that. But I'm sure we'll hop up on the roof here pretty quick. The leak was significantly worse than I thought. There were a lot more ceiling tiles that were wet than I thought, which is unfortunate. So I came up on the roof. You guys can see where I'm at now. So we got a few leaks here. So the first hole I think is right here. You can see the crack in between the flashing and the roof. Another area that I see is a bit of a problem is right here. You can see right under there. I'm hoping that's one of the leak spots, which would be good. So I'm gonna use this flex tape here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean off those areas, and then I'll just pretty much press down that flex tape really hard and eventually go to Menards and get new ceiling panels. But that's what we're gonna use for the fix. Okay, did just finish up putting the flex tape on the roof. So you can see here, had some white flex tape that I ran across there. So that's all sealed up. So you really can't get any water in here anymore. You just kind of push the stuff down with your hand and try to fill all the bubbles. I ran out of Flex Seal really quick, so I had to actually go to Menards and get more when I went and got the sod and other stuff. So put some black Flex Seal across here, filled our gap and hole. I'll definitely say I am super worried about this corner. I'm sure you will see more videos in the future. It's because that corner has lifted a lot, which means if you look at it, it means there's probably some water under it. And at the same time, that means that this plastic rubber mat, it's shrinking. So you can see it pulling off of the main wall, because this entire thing here, across this entire roof, if you look all the way across there, it's shrinking, which means it's pulling off of the walls. So we're probably gonna have to redo it soon. So I'm actually out here now getting dirt because I'm gonna do a little sod job. As you can see behind me, he's about to put it in the trailer. I don't know if we can hold that much weight. I'm a little concerned about that, just because, I don't know, I miss my 250. It was so nice, and now we don't have it, and heavy stuff like this is tough to drive around with. But it's cool. You gotta do what you gotta do. And just gonna go get some, probably only some sod done, but we'll see. Maybe we can get some edging done too, and some rock work. We're gonna try our best to get it all done today. Might as well just pack it all into one day, right? So we're actually gonna be redoing some sod now. Look here, you can see that it's kind of a hilly area. There's actually a bunch of roots through here, right in there. So we're gonna get rid of those roots. We're going to fill it with dirt, and then we will lay sod on top of it. So we progressed now. We've taken out all of the roots. We've dug down a little bit. We've prepped the ground for sod. So the next step is to lay sod over these patches, and sod over these patches. And there's another spot over here, but we'll do that next. Pretty late. I'm still working away right now. I have
completed some sod along this driveway. I added dirt to this rock bed, and I put a mesh over the top, and then I'll add rocks over the top of that. And then I did figure out the sod down here. I completed it, started watering it. I still have to try to do some tree work down there before it gets completely dark. But you can see the sod blends right in. See it there, blends right in, which is good. I'm gonna trim those trees now quick. It's about to get dark, but I want to do it tonight, even though I have to come back to do the edging. And then I did some sod work over here in the corner along this wall. But yeah, so I still need to finish up those trees. I need to go dump the trailer, which will take a while. So I'm sure I'll be checking in with you again in the dark in a little while. Just finished, guys. We did it. We made it through the day. It's 11 o'clock. It was a long one, but we got enough done. We worked hard. Yeah, everything wasn't done the most efficiently. It took way longer than I thought. And this stuff happens. The late nights happen. A lot of work in the dark happens. That's just life. And you keep pushing. If you want to do great things, you have to push through the pain. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of the Mason Gang. I know it was a little different, a lot of work, but we do have something fun happening this weekend. The wife and I are going to go do something fun, and we'll video the whole thing so you guys have a fun video to watch in the future. So with that, thank you so much. I love you. Have a awesome day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. See you later.